Hello, sweet team. Welcome back to my channel. This is Sweet Ajele. I am so excited to be with you all today, and I hope everyone is doing wonderfully well. I am doing just fine. Our long awaited cold pressed coconut oil recipe is here. Forgive your girl. The video was so mixed with other videos that putting it together just became a mess. But I thank God that I've been able to put it together, and I hope you will enjoy it. If you do, share it for your friends and family so that they can enjoy it too. So I began by breaking my coconut and getting out the water. I do not really care for matured coconut water except I'm using it in a recipe. If you do, go right ahead and enjoy it. But I got rid of mine, and now I have pried it out of the shell and I'm taking the back off. This is very optional, but I want my coconut oil to be as white as possible, so blending it together with the back will cause it to be a bit brownish. And if you don't mind that, then skip this part, and you can use your knife to take the back off, or you can use a peeler just like this. Once you're done, give it a good rinse and then chop it up to your preferred sizes that you know can help your blender. I just cut it up into small pieces and then I'll transfer it into my blender. I'll add a bit of water to blend it beautifully, and I usually use good water, okay? Purified water, so that just in case you want to use it as coconut milk, which we already have the recipe for, I'll leave the link so that you can check it out. Once you've blended it until it is nice and smooth like this, we're going to pour it through a strainer to get rid of the chaff. Well, you don't have to get rid of the chaff because we would be using it to make coconut flour. All right, so once I've strained it like this, I'll give it a second straining through a cheesecloth. You can do the entire thing through your cheesecloth, but this is how I find it easy. Okay, so once it has gone through the cheesecloth, we have our coconut milk. Just look at it, absolutely beautiful. So I'll transfer it into the container or jar or glass, whatever it is you want to use is fine, but using glass is always better. So once I've transferred it into my choice of container or jar, I'm going to go ahead and cover it up, place it in my refrigerator, which will cause the milk to separate itself from the water that we used to blend it, just like this. As you can see, it has separated and the milk has solidified on top of it, which is mixed in with our oil. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove the oil and milk from the top of the water, and then we'll continue with our process. Now, the water that has settled on the bottom, you can use it to cook your coconut rice or any type of coconut recipe that requires coconut water, or you could get rid of it. Now, once you've gotten the water out, you want to dry this very well with a paper towel or a clean kitchen towel, and then I'll put the milk sort of on the paper towel to get rid of some of the excess water. In the end, we'll still have some water, but we try to get rid of as much as possible. As you can see, our paper towel is nice and wet, and I dab each piece onto the paper towel before transferring it into the jar. What we have here right now is our coconut cream, because it is a mixture of milk and fat. So the next step will be our fermentation process. So we'll place our coconut cream into a heavy bottom pot. I'm using my cast iron, and we'll surround it with towels to keep it nice, warm, and cozy, and we'll keep it in our oven overnight with the lights on. You can leave it outside if it is nice and warm out there. And this is what it looks like the next day. Our oil has separated itself from the milk, and the milk have also separated itself from the water. In order to get this out, we're going to place it back in our refrigerator, and when we bring it out, it should be solid like this. You see the oil and milk on top and the water on the bottom. So it is now time for us to separate the two. This may seem like a long process, but it was so much fun making it. The hardest part of it all for me was taking the meat out of the shell of the coconut. So once I've gotten it out, I place it on a paper towel again, and I get rid of this water because at this point it's a bit fermented and I do not want it. And you can see the oil on top with our milk solid on the bottom. If you're vegetarian, you may enjoy it as cheese, but for us, we're just going to place it back into our oven with the lights on, or you can put it outside again so that your coconut oil can melt beautifully. And then we're just going to, do you see this? The oil is so pure and beautiful. We'll pour it through a cheesecloth which will catch our milk and then put our oil right through. Do not squeeze it out. Allow it to take its good old time to do its own thing. And this is our oil. It is ready. I'm just going to place it in the refrigerator so it'll solidify like this. When coconut oil is outside in the heat, it melts, and when it is cold, it solidifies. It's just a beautiful, healthy oil. I love it so much. Y'all already know. I just don't have the heart to be taking coconut out of the shell, so I buy it from Costco. Theirs is my best and favorite. But this one that I made at home tasted exactly like it. This is so perfect for your hair, your skin. When I first went natural, it grew my hair a whole lot, but it also gave me acne. It is not good for my skin, so I no longer put it in my hair, but in my food. Super healthy, super delicious, and it doesn't do anything to me. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and are inspired to try the recipe. If you do, share pictures with me on Instagram and I will gladly share it on my story. Until I see you in the next one, stay safe, keep loving each other, and remember that the love of God and family is life's greatest blessing. And guys, ka onamini uchemi sweet maha botu. Bye y'all.